She's giving you the sloppiest of toppy in the world. The Gluck Gluck 9000. You're coming before you even know.
Rated E for everything.
What's up, everyone? You're back with a new episode of Rated E for Everything.
Wait, before you even go on, you like froze for half a second. You just like appeared at the front of the screen and it was horrifying. And your equal parts sounded like you screamed and also like a chicken with Tourette's. And I don't know how to feel.
Well, that's the intro. Did you do you think it got everything? Do you think it got the scream? Because that's crucial.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it got the scream. It's the podcast where we talk a little about a lot, and
Oh, man.
if we scared the shit out of you, don't worry, it happened to me too. So,
Yeah, I don't know, like why. Like I don't know what really possessed me to do that, but that just felt right.
there never is a reason.
No, there isn't. No, really, like everything is done with like complete randomacy and chaos. Like I just want chaos, literally. Like that's all. Everything I do, it's to imbue chaos within the world, but in the best possible way. Like not in
Organized
not
chaos.
Yeah.
Carl literally said the sentence not having to do with the podcast earlier, saying I only vote for chaos. Good.
That's the one. You heard it here first, especially future employers. That's fantastic.
Oh,
Hope you guys
yeah.
are all. I don't fucking care. Fuck it, we ball. It's the podcast where we talk a little about a lot, like Chanel said. And on this week's episode, we're doing more crack, just like last week.
Oh,
so hopefully
yeah.
you're here for some high energy octane shit from start to finish. Do I need a monster? Maybe. Like, why not? Like, maybe I should just go grab one.
Some
really
Mountain Dew. Really
some
just
do the do. You know what? Let's go on a tangent. We're like 2 seconds in, and we're gonna go off on a tangent.
Yes,
already.
please do.
As a child, as a youth, I used to thoroughly enjoy the flavors of Mountain Dew. Now, it's obviously not the best thing for you, nor is it the best tasting, but the flavor variety has always been there, and I think that that's what's always attracted me to it. Like, there's so many different things, and they always come out with something cool. So when I was at the store, like, last month, like, before Halloween, I saw, like, the spooky flavor, and I was like, oh, like,
What
this
is
is exciting.
Spooky flavor?
Yeah, no, I've had it before. It's good. And so I was like super jazzed because I never thought I would ever see it again. Because like these Mountain Dew flavors come and go. Like you fucking see like they got some special cherry limeade one like there for like 2 days and then it's disappeared off the face of the earth.
Exclusive as hell.
Yeah, like you'll never see it again. So good fucking luck. And I was drinking it in the car ride on my way home. Shit was ass. I was like, what am I drinking? I also like think I grabbed a diet one on accident. So that was like an even bigger L. But like I realized after like closer inspection, it wasn't like the spooky flavor because there is like a specific like spooky Halloween flavor. It was like mystery Halloween, like it's gonna be one of the existing flavors that you're getting.
Oh, so
And
you
it was
just picked like a random Mountain
Yeah,
Dew?
yeah, but
That
I
is
didn't
a
know.
toss up because it could be
Exactly.
amazing or terrible. Like
And-
your tongue was tasered.
I couldn't tell what flavor it was, and especially with it being diet, I was like, well, literally, what the fuck am I drinking?
I wish that there was like a weird way that you could have saved some so I could just experience this with you. Even if it was ass, I just want to know what it tasted like.
And then after that, I saw them being advertised all over the place. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck you guys. Like, and it's not happening. Like, you're not getting any more money from me. I've been robbed. You robbed me the first time. Like,
I've learned my lesson from you.
the bottles looked like the exact same other ones. Like, they fucking screwed me over.
That's sad. I don't really drink soda anymore, or did I much before, but I liked Mountain Dew flavors too.
In the week that I've been 21, I've discovered that Mountain Dew with vodka is quite tasty.
And tequila.
Tequila with Mountain Dew?
Yeah, it's not a bad pick.
I've heard people like Squirt.
Yeah, tequila
With
and squirt's
tequila.
pretty common. Oh my god, you're 21. How wild.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Who knew? Guys, it's crazy. So crazy.
Let's just remember that we will have a drunk podcast episode one of these days when we
It's gonna be
don't
soon.
record on a fucking Tuesday.
Or on a fucking computer.
Yeah, true. Very true. You'll be home soon enough. It'll come
Yep.
fast.
Yep.
That's what she
It'll
said.
come fast. All right. It'll come fast. Don't worry. Don't you
um,
fucking worry.
I'm gonna do what Carl does and skip the description. Let's just Cammy game it up.
Fuck yeah. Let's do it. I got a word in my mind.
I'm ready.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
In 3, 2, 1.
Yellow.
Tote.
What'd you say, coat?
What?
Did you say
Tote.
oh
Tote.
shit. I said
Oh, I've
yellow.
got it. Done.
Tote.
And you said yellow?
Yeah.
I wonder why. Anyway, let's go. Yellow and tote.
I don't know. Okay.
Come on, Chanel. Use that beautiful, beautiful little brain of yours.
You're acting like yellow and toad is something obvious, and I'm okay, just go.
In 3, 2, 1.
Purse.
Let's go.
No way.
Oh man, nothing feels better than this. Nothing feels better than getting this 3 weeks in a row, even though we've only released the last 2 weeks. But
And I think on the second try both times.
yes, no, all 3 times. Even that unreleased episode, we got it in 2. So
Yes!
let's fucking go.
Oh my god, that was good. I was like, I have no idea, and then just we got it.
No, of course we did. Come on, it's
Yeah.
us.
Yeah. I just
We
want
also
to add
can't keep the
BT
viewers,
Dubs.
on the edge of their seats any longer.
It wasn't the duck. I know you thought it was the duck. It wasn't the duck, I promise.
I obviously saw a toad.
Clearly. If you're not watching, Carl and I both have little ducky friends today sitting on our microphones. Why? Because we can.
Mine's a zebra.
Mine's a duck.
It's a duck zebra, a zebruck.
This was like a
Pokemon.
standard duck that I got at the dollar store for like gifts for Halloween.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And someone left their duck behind.
Damn.
Their
A
loss.
tragedy.
My
Their
gain.
loss. Their loss.
Carl, do you want to tell them what we're doing, or do you want me
No.
to? Okay. Anyways, I kind of figured that was coming. Okay. Full disclosure, my friends and I, and possibly Carl, depending on if he joins, are going to be starting our very first, very naive Dungeons and Dragons game. So we can officially say we are doing the nerdiest things that nerds do.
True.
And that got me into building a character. Our first one's this Sunday, so coming up. So I started getting into building a character, and then they're like, "Oh, BT Dubs, besides just knowing your character, you need a backstory." And I was like, "What? I need a what?" So I started writing my backstory, and then when Carl asked me what we should record, I was like, I had this idea where we could just build a story together, because I think we would be equal parts awesome and hilarious, and it would get into like the quick thinking D&D if we're gonna play. So we're gonna build some stories for you. We have a random time period generator and a random location generator, and we're just gonna build a story.
or not US, a global location generator. It's the whole world.
And we're just gonna build a story from that location in that time as best we can, or as chaotically as we can, hopefully.
Hopefully both. Would you like to go first, or would you like me?
I feel like mine would be better.
Okay. Let's start with the era, time period, etc.
Beautiful.
What do we have,
start.
Chanel?
We have the economic crisis of 2008. There's a small description. We've lived through it all. Discrimination based on race is made legal, and minor language dies out in the country. Single parents are impacted in a way that will take years to recover from. The housing market crashes.
Awesome. Wow. Lovely. Love that we were already alive during this time. Thought it was going to be something like the Pilgrims, but no, instead we're living in modern day.
The regular, economic crash.
Just ye old economic crash. Let's pick some random fucking coordinates. Where is this?
This is going to be hard to build a story on that isn't just factual.
Pause. Hold on. It's giving me. Oh no! Where the
is
fuck
it actual
is this?
number coordinates?
Yes. Where is it? Where is it?
It's kind of more fun that you just have to type it in.
I don't know. I need to fucking put in a longitude and latitude coordination thing. What is this? Where am I? Guys,
He can
I
just
got this.
pull up one that like gives you cities. He's like,
Oh,
no.
Iran.
Oh no.
I feel like we can't do that one.
I feel like the time period and the Middle East and the American housing crash just don't.
Let's re-roll. Let's re-roll.
We're gonna do the
Let's
next time period.
let's try again. Let's do
Sure.
something different.
Yeah, that one was a warm up just to show you how it
Yep.
worked. Anyways.
Yep. We just wanted you guys to understand how that was going to be. So just to be clear, we are not doing Iran during the 2008 fucking financial crisis.
Nope, we're not. Anyways, so this is the next one, our first real one that we totally knew we were going to skip the first one.
Yeah, exactly.
13th century, the country loses independence and the country experiences a religious renaissance. Urban citizens are impacted in a way that will take years to recover from.
Cool. The 13th century in. Oh my God, where the fuck is this?
I feel like these are very American based.
Okay, so that just says the Atlantic Ocean, so let's not do that one.
No, let's do that one.
just
yeah, we're gonna start in the ocean, but first,
nope, we got something different.
Come
Brazil.
on.
Brazil. In fact, let's actually even be here. We go. The 13th century Amazon. That's what it is.
Can you describe the
Amazon.
13th century to me? What was happening then?
Let's see. 13th century. Guys, little history lesson. Let's fucking do it. Let's see what was going on. Okay, Mongols. That's pretty cool.
Good. We should have started in the ocean then.
Yeah, for real. Stuff about India.
What is like the time period? Like, what kind of machinery do we have?
What kind of machinery?
Like, where are we at tech wise? I don't do history, guys.
Like boats and wagons, probably. Because I mean, the fucking Americas haven't even been discovered yet, technically, by the Europeans.
Then what are the country? What country? The country loses independence.
Wow. It had to be somewhere in a European country. Well, we could just be like an Incan or a Mayan in the 13th century Amazon rainforest. That's pretty cool.
Sure. So I still don't know what kind of time period the 13th century is.
Well, if we're in fucking Brazil, we're not doing much. Let's see. The lost tribes of the Amazon. Guys, this is going to be something. It's the fucking Stone Age, practically. I'm just kidding. It's not the Stone Age. It is rough though.
I'm gonna find
because the 13th century is like the 1200s, right?
Yeah. What's happening in 13th century?
Yeah, I just like need like something to go. There's like nothing in
All
here.
right, so 1213-ish. The Kingdom of France defeats the Crown of Aragon at the Battle of Murat. France defeats the English and Imperial German forces at the Battle of Bovines. King John signs the Magna Carta.
Cool. The Magna Carta, that's cool, I guess.
So is the end of the Crusades. The Mongol Empire happened, the creation of the Magna Carta, the siege of Baghdad, and Marco Polo was exploring.
Okay.
That does not help me for Brazil, but we're just gonna...
I'm looking in Brazil's history. Literally, it doesn't say anything.
Did Brazil exist yet?
I mean, yes, it was there.
Well, I know the location was there, but I mean the country.
No.
Because I'm getting from the 1500s.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
All right, so we're straight up in the rainforest in the 1300s or the 1200s.
Yeah, I don't even know how we got there. I guess we'd just be miscellaneous.
We're indigenous Brazilian,
indigenous people,
Amazonian people. That's what we're going
Okay. With. Are we a boy or a girl?
We're a boy.
Okay, sounds good. Would you like to ask me a question about our character now?
Yeah. What's our name?
Oh, let's make it something. Oh, lofty little lad of fine plows.
Ah, yes. LLL. Triple L. That's our
Triple
name.
L.
We go by Lol.
Oh.
That's our name. Our name is Lol. Okay. Lol, I've decided is about the ripe old age of 14.
14. Perfect.
He's aged pretty well. He's gone
So
pretty far.
I bet, yeah. And I was gonna say that he's actually today is the first day that he's going out hunting.
Oh my gosh, his rite of passage
Yeah.
to the dead, because he's already an adult at 13, 14. What did I say?
Yeah, he's out with a hunting party, which consists of his dad, his uncle, his older and younger brother, and their grandpa.
His dad is leading the hunt. His dad is his name is Libble. It's for lofty big lad. Um, some people may call him Senior these days, but his actual real native name was Libble. So we have Lul and Libble out on the hunt with the rest of their family.
Yeah, we can't give everybody names, so it's just everyone else.
Yeah, the crew.
The crew. They come across they're tracking what's something fun that lives in the Amazon. Are there creepy animals? Like what? Like what kind of creepy animals live in the Amazon?
I feel like they're hunting a big cat.
A big cat.
A big cat, yes.
They're hunting a fucking saber-toothed tiger.
Oh my god.
Talk about an anachronism.
We don't know where he came from. The saber-toothed tiger that they're hunting is the beast of myths and legends. And the legend goes that this saber-toothed tiger was stuck in ice. That ice was somewhere near the Arctic. It broke off an iceberg and had slowly moved through the ocean and washed up on the shores of indigenous Brazil.
Perfect. Yeah. And it is said that in this myth that the pelt of this tiger possesses magical qualities. So that is why they're currently on the hunt for it.
The number one quality that it possesses is that the wearer of the pelt just immediately gives off this scent that attracts the most attractive spouses from each tribe, whether they're already betrothed or not.
Yeah, so and because obviously it's the 13th century, we're all for fucking polygamy. So we just want to make sure that that's said. So what we're trying to do is get the pelt for our eldest brother, because he is trying to become the new king.
He wants to be the new king, but he is so unlucky in
Or
love,
tribe leader.
and it's because half of his face actually never developed. So he can't he cannot find love as of yet. So we're Lul, are going on this noble quest to help our brother, who we think should actually overthrow Libble, who was the next in line.
Wait, who was wait. I'm getting the L sounds confused.
Libble, our dad, was next in line, and we don't think he should ever get the crown. So we're making sure our brother gets it instead.
Okay. No. Definitely. I also want to add a detail about our liberal.
We'll just call him Burl, just so we're not confused. Burl.
Perfect.
It's brother little.
No, it's brother older.
Oh yeah, yes. My bad. I knew that. I misspoke.
Brother younger is just Burr.
Burr.
so Burl, obviously.
So Carl, walk us through our morning waking up for the hunt. What are we doing to get ready?
Can I add a detail about Burl before we talk about the hunt?
Yes, please.
He wears a mask over the face.
Cool.
That's icky.
Burl's giving me like villain vibes already. He's trying to take over his dad, and
yeah, seriously, what's Burl doing anyway? So, we wake up that day, and we of course we first consume as a family the innards of a baby lamb. It's a sacred rite of passage before a hunt. That's how we honor the gods. And then we put the blood on our faces in tribal markings.
Oh yes. And it's so weird. It's like the weirdest ritual we have. For some reason, when we eat the innards of the lamb, they mean like straight up the bones, like that, not the meat. You have to gnaw through a bone to prove that you're manly enough to hunt.
Yeah.
So after many a chomps, Lul, on his very first day and his very first time partaking in this little ritual, actually breaks through the bone first. So Libble is real proud.
I bet. And you know who's not real proud? Burl. Burl is pissed because it took Burl quite some time to bite through his first bone. Let me tell you, he's got some weak teeth, especially because his face is only half developed. So,
Think about it.
seeing Lowell get get right through that bitch in one chomp was pretty irritating. Also, Burr is not coming on the hunt with us because it's our rite of passage. So why would our little brother be coming if it's our first hunt too? Makes no fucking sense. Cut that out of the story. He's staying home with
Out of
Ma.
here. Yeah, he doesn't get to come.
Lofty woman of plows.
We just call her Lowell.
It's Lowell, actually.
Lois, actually.
Lois, perfect.
Lois. So we got LeBur, Libble, Burl, and Burr, and then Lois. Okay,
so now we set out on a hunt. Where do we
yeah.
start looking for this magical, mystical saber-toothed tiger?
So a saber-toothed tiger is roughly, if I had to guess, probably standing on all fours about, I don't know, 6. We're going with a huge one because he's mythical. He's like 6 feet tall, maybe 7 feet tall, somewhere. He's a big boy. So clearly the very first place we look is in the biggest cave we know of.
Definitely the vibe. So we start looking in the biggest cave, or I'm sorry, not we, the family, Lowell and company start poking around the cave.
We forgot
looking
to
see
about...
if they can find anything.
Oh yeah. We forgot to talk about. We had to, obviously, if we're going on the hunt, we had to prepare our weapons. Can you tell them how we prepared and what kind of weapons?
Oh, of course. We simply just gathered our weapons from the massive armory that we of course have because, I mean, what else would we do just besides have weapons? And so we all have bows and spears. We all are armed with a bow and a spear each. And then we have little kniffs as well.
Yeah, but for the rite of
Boys.
passage, for some reason, the rite of passage, they think like manhood, you have to make it harder. So all we have is on us. I mean, everybody else has bows and knives, but all we have on us is the bone that we broke through. It is now the shank that we must use to kill the beast.
That's all Lowell has. Yeah, he's the only one.
Yeah.
So we're looking in this cave, we're searching around for some clues. We're like, whoa, what is this? And fucking our grandpa spots something in the corner and he goes to investigate and Legol, what is it? What does Legol find in the corner?
Legol, who we also just call Gary.
Care.
Gary runs to the corner and he goes, oh god, I've found it. I've found a print. It's not a footprint. It's a whole body print. So he discovered an entire big cat body print laying down sideways, very Mufasa-esque, kind of looks dead, but it's just the print. There's no cat there.
It's just the rest of the family runs over to investigate, and Lolol, with his lovely new tracking skills that he just developed, sees a set of footprints leading away from the giant fucking print that is stuck in the bottom of this cave. So they follow it.
It goes deeper into a tunnel. So obviously we light our leaves, our dead leaves on a stick that we got.
Our stick leaves.
Stick leaves. We light them so we can use them as a torch to go.
Torches, yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Just remember, we're very tribal, so there's actually fluorescence in this bitch. So we walk further into the cave, and as we do, it opens up, and the entire room inside is just red, like bright ass red. All the walls, the floors, it's all red.
Is it still like a cave looking like?
It's still it's still a cave.
Like bright ass red though.
Bright ass red.
LeBeau, in all his wisdom, says, "I wonder what this red substance could be."
Leaves completely open for me to figure out.
and Burl, in all his infinite wisdom, walks over to a stalactite, sticks out his finger, rubs it down the rock, and puts it in his mouth.
I was gonna say the same thing. And he goes, "This is absolutely, most definitely pomegranate." Just smeared all over the walls.
Oh shit. So we're still following these tracks though, and we come over to what appears to be a great, humongous, positively gigantic pomegranate tree that is growing deeper in the center of the room. Surrounded by a great big lake.
Oh god. Okay. So there's this huge lake. Clearly we gotta check out the weird tree that's growing in the middle of this cave. We're not sure. It has to be magical. It's a magical beast, magical cave. We don't know. So we didn't bring supplies for a boat or a raft. So my very first thought is Grandpa, good old Gary, he's he's a really good floater. So he's gonna float, and one at a time, we're just gonna hold on, make our journey across the little lake, and then Gary's gonna float back to take the next one over because we're not very good at swimming.
As Lolol is getting off of his grandpa's back and his grandpa attempts to climb up on land with the rest of the family, he is attacked by a giant fish ferret hybrid that's in the water.
We later come to call these otters.
As the first one starts attacking him, more appear, and before long, he isn't. He's bones.
His bones.
They take his flesh like piranhas.
They like do this circle like like a fucking like a machine.
Yes.
So absolutely fucking appalled by this. I cannot believe his fucking eyes. Lowell walks up and does the only thing that any of us would do and takes the bones for weapons. And says, "All right, let's move on."
Fashioning a giant spear from his grandfather's bones. They discover that there's a ladder leading up the tree. This is a massive fucking tree.
And up the ladder, you can see they're not up it yet, but up the ladder, you can see that there's different levels of the tree that you can enter into.
They begin climbing up the ladder and open the first door and find themselves in what appears to be a living room.
A modern day, actually a 1950s living room. There's a box TV in there that's like glowing with static. It's got the bunny ears on it. There's a recliner that looks like it's been sat in way too many times. It kind of smells faintly of farts.
LeBeau instinctually sits down in the chair, and Burl, in all his infinite wisdom, charges the TV, thinking it's a spirit.
As he starts charging, our spear starts just shaking in our hand, and one of Grandpa's bones starts glowing a majestic blue. I was like, what the fuck? What do I do from here?
The bone flies out from the spear, smacking Burl in the back of the head, knocking him directly into the TV. His head goes right through it. The bone immediately returns to the spear as if nothing ever happened, and it stops glowing.
And when Carl says his head went right through it, it did not shatter or break. Burl is now going into the television.
Yeah,
he's being teleported through.
He's getting sucked through the TV.
He's immediately sucked in like a vacuum, and the TV goes dead, and we have no idea what just happened.
Again, instinctually, LeBeau picks up the remote that's sitting on the chair, and he turns on the TV, and the Mets game is on.
Lowell,
He tells us that he's gonna grab a cold one and that we should go on ahead.
Lowell suddenly goes into this trance-like state where it's almost like That's So Raven, where he's like he's just having this vision.
Sure.
And he realizes that he's done all of this before. He's seen all of this before, almost as if it was like a different life that he just has memories from.
Despite these newfound facts of That's So Raven memories he receives, he realizes that he has no choice but to continue up the tree and into the next room. When he opens the door, he finds the saber-toothed tiger sitting in a chair and smoking a pipe.
The saber-toothed tiger turns to him and goes, "Oh, I am so glad you could make it." Turns and he goes, oui, sit down. And he seems to want to have a chat with us.
Lowell sits down next to the tiger, feeling like he's been here before as well, and knowing that this tiger must know something more about what's going on with him. The tiger then begins to speak and tells the story of how they got to where they are right now.
Oh my God. So after almost an hour of storytelling, Lowell realizes that he's the time traveler, but every time that he goes back in time, he loses his memory for about 4 whole days. But when he gets there, he gains the memory of whoever's body he has taken over. So he feels like he's fit in his whole life. But about 4 days later, he loses all of those memories. So now Lowell is faced with the choice of figuring out why he was there in the first place to try time travel, or saving Lowell's family before he goes.
The saber-toothed tiger is actually another time traveler in the saber-tooth's body. He's your superior officer, and he's telling you that you have to go fix the issue back at the village. But
sounds a lot like Time Story.
Oh, fuck me. Oh my God. And that the lulls are integral to the story.
Absolutely.
But even though most of them are fucking gone or missing.
Oh my gosh. So Lowell, or the body of Lowell, I don't know what her actual name is, decides that they're gonna go back down and investigate the 1950s living room. But on the way down, they encounter this huge, disgusting, hairy, spiky spider.
Feeling the tribal instincts that he received from Lowell's body kick in, our time traveler jumps onto the spider and begins ravaging it with his bone spear made from his deceased grandfather.
Oh my God. As he is ripping the spider leg by leg, the spider is hissing at him, and he realizes he might be able to hear some words.
The words that the spider is saying is "don't trust the tiger" over and over and over again.
That's literally exactly what I was gonna say.
Perfect.
Oh my God. Can you give us the spider's voice, please?
Trust.
Trust. It's a faint whisper. What? I said it's a faint whisper.
Yeah, but because I mean, you said you can barely make it out, right? So
Yep. I love it. So now our time traveler is very concerned. We have no memories. We don't know who's good, who's bad. We just killed this talking spider.
Oh yeah, no wait, we definitely finished killing it. I wanted to make sure that we got that point across.
All the legs were torn off. It was done for. There was no hope.
We decide to continue back to the 1950s room anyway with the tiger.
As we're walking through, we hear a faint noise from a room that is adjacent to the living room. So we walk past the living room, and there's this barrier there. It's got metal hinges that we've never seen before, and a huge circle in the middle. We have no idea what that's for. And then there's this weird metal ball on the right side towards hand level.
Due to the fact that Lowell is only 4'11", you cannot reach me.
That's why he's Lowell.
That's
not Lowell.
He cannot reach the hole where the ball needs to go. So he orders the saber-toothed tiger to do it instead. And upon placing the metal ball, the sphere, inside the hole, fucking rock flashes down on top of the saber-toothed tiger. And then the door opens.
Oh my god. Saber-toothed tiger is gasping for air. Not dead yet, but it's certainly going to die.
It's certainly going to be.
Absolutely going to die. And as he's dying, he goes, oh, I was doing it for my family. And lets out his last gasp of air.
Still unsure of the spider's comments from before, you walk on forward with one more plot line resolved in the story, looking for your family ever still and wondering, are you crazy or are you actually a time traveler?
As you're walking, you hesitate. You take a look back and you remember that the whole reason Lowell was here was for the pelt. So you do a 180 and you head back to skin this bitch.
You sure as shit do. So now you have the pelt and you instinctually put it on. And immediately a woman appears before you and she's sucking your fucking dick. She's giving you the sloppiest of toppy in the world. The Gluck Gluck 9000. You're coming before you even know. She's still going though. She's still sucking. It's crazy.
On your limp noodle.
And then before she even came, just like you did, she's gone immediately. The moment you take the pelt off.
And then just to be sure, you like check it, so you throw it on and off a few times, and she just appears every time and then goes away as you take it off, like a flash before your eyes.
Doing various different sexual acts every single time you take it on and off.
Just like flipping positions.
Yeah.
So you replace your loincloth and make sure the pelt stays off because you have shit to do.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh, I can't stop. I can't stop laughing.
So you're loined up.
Do ladies have loins?
You're ready to move forward and figure out what the fuck is going on and how to get Lowell's brother back. And you walk forward and you see this weird device that has glowing buttons on it and a huge screen, and you don't know what to do, but there's 4 different colored buttons, all with different symbols on them.
What are the symbols and what are the colors?
There is a red skull.
Excellent.
There is a blue tsunami-esque wave.
Okay.
There is a yellow, and it's got literally just a big old flame on it, but it's bright yellow.
Okay.
And then the last one, there's just a cute little bunny and it's purple.
You press the red skull.
Immediately, you hear a nuclear size explosion. Carl would go for the red button first immediately.
Because I thought that if I figured you were going to do the opposite. Like I was assuming that if I went for the bunny, you would be like nuclear sized explosion. And it was not, you did not do that. I was trying to outmaneuver you and you outmaneuvered me.
I'm going to be honest, I did not have a plan.
I haven't either. I've just been saying things, man.
Yeah,
Anyway, so the
same.
fucking explosion goes off. You can only assume that the entire surface world is absolutely decimated above your head. There's nothing to go back to. The fucking villages are gone. Everybody's deceased. Somehow we blew up half of the Amazon in the 12th century.
You suddenly just jerk awake and you're sitting up and water's dripping off of you. You find out that you were in a bathtub almost. And you take a huge breath of air and you see this large shadowy figure walk up and he goes, "You lose," and just fucking punches you in the forehead.
You wake up in chains and you open your eyes and you look up and you're looking into the face of a man who looks suspiciously like a saber-toothed tiger, even though he is a human. It turns out that the spider was right, and in fact, she is now like sitting next to you. It's some very like old, frail woman, and it turns out she is your time traveling handler, and you and her have both been captured by this saber-toothed man.
I'm just imagining like if the saber-tooth guy kind of looks like a saber-tooth, like the old lady kind of looks like a spider, and I don't like her. I know we work together now, I remember, but I don't like her.
I don't like her.
Oh my god. And the saber-tooth looking man, his name is Sadie. He just turns to you and he goes, "It was all a trick. I was never French."
He says, "I know what you were doing in 13th century Brazil." And you're like, "That's so fucking crazy because even I don't know what I was doing in 13th century Brazil."
But as you say that, you go into an almost translate "That's so Raven" state.
Not again.
And you slowly start
Inception.
you slowly start getting your memory of the mission log back, and you remember that your mission was actually
You were not, in fact, seeking something as simplistic as the blowjob pelt.
that sexy pelt.
But rather, you were looking for one of the pomegranates from the tree.
And you
The
failed your
pomegranates in the
mission.
tree are the same pomegranates that exist in the underworld, Hades, hell. And they possess like incredible properties, and this fucking guy wants to use them for nefarious purposes, but we were looking for them to preserve them and make sure that nobody gets their hands on them because it causes issues in the future. Fuck. God damn, I'm so good.
And you slowly you try and assess the situation, where you actually are. You're getting your memories back, and you look down and you see your mission log name tag, and it just says Persephone.
You also realize you are no longer a boy.
Very clearly, you no longer a boy.
You are in fact, you are the great descendant from Persephone, like the real one. You're her distant fucking relative, and the old lady next to you is the real one.
Oh no, the spider lady. And she just turns to you and she said, "I wanted you to get the pomegranate to restore my beauty." And you find out that she had her own fucking reasons for your mission. She did not care about you.
Which is not surprising for old-timey Persephone. I was gonna call her
Stephanie.
Stephanie. The Sadie is pissed.
Sadie's so mad, dude. You failed your mission because Persephone got in your head, and you straight up crushed Sadie in the past, and he is mad.
Yeah, and so the entire time he's just been punching the wall in the background, and now he comes up to say something to you.
Very Kyle Sadie. And he says, You have 30 seconds to go back. We have no idea what that means, and we have no idea whose team we're on anymore.
And before you know it, you're transported back into the past.
You are right back where you were. You have the pelt. You have your bones. You have your bone staff. And your brother has been shot out of the television. He is unconscious on the floor. So Burl is back, and we don't know why. And Grandpa's bones are glowing again.
And in Burl's hand is a pomegranate that is also glowing.
So to complete both missions in one fell swoop, we immediately, like almost like a weight plate shift so we don't wake Burl, we swap the pomegranate and we cover him in the pelt, and he's just swarmed by ladies, and you get transported back to Sadie.
The pomegranate in your hand, Sadie immediately reaches for it, but not before Persephone is jumping on his back. Somehow she got free of her ties.
They both return to animal form, and you just see a massive giant spider biting the back of a saber-toothed neck.
It looks like a fucking Shelob from Lord of the Rings.
God, it's so scary. I don't like Seth.
Sadie is dead within a fucking instant. The spider looks at you and says, "Give me the pomegranate." Before you even know what the fuck you're doing, you have to figure something out. You're still in your ties. What do you do?
From your back sash, so you had it tucked into your back. Grandpa's bone starts vibrating.
Let's go.
And
I was hoping you were gonna say that.
Yes. And it just starts glowing blue and lifts itself from behind your back and shatters into a bunch of pieces, like shards. And just all of them go straight through Seth.
Yeah, so she's fucking dead for sure. She fucking falls over. There is red all over the place again. Except now it's the blood of both Sadie and Persephone.
And the pomegranate. They went through the pomegranate too, so that's gone.
The pomegranate is destroyed. Eliminating any pomegranate problems that could be caused in the future. As well as getting rid of both of their nefarious ends that Sadie and Stephanie were pursuing.
And from the shards on the ground comes a force ghost of Grandpa. So Gary is standing in front of you, and he goes, "You did it, Lil. You're a man now." And you wake up back in your hut in your village, and all is right.
You realize that you just took some really fucking crazy peyote, and and you were tripping balls for a solid 3.5 days.
And
but now
that
you're
was
back.
that was your rite of passage.
That was your rite of passage, because you're not a hunting village. You are an herbal village. Herbal for sure. Herbal for sure.
The end. I feel like that was pretty comprehensive.
I'm not gonna lie, that was fucking amazing.
Oh my god, where are we at time-wise? Do we have time for another one?
I don't think so. I don't know. It's 5. When do we start?
I think we're probably done. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Well, you know what,
guys, really, that was fucking I cannot like emphasize enough to you all how utterly random that was, but also I feel like that felt like very cohesive for
it all came back.
Yeah, no, it really did. And I feel like we like there was like maybe like right in the beginning during the first like fourth, I was like, we are unfolding a lot of plot lines right now that we have to wrap up really quickly. And I was like, and how are we gonna manage it? I have no idea. But god damn it if it wasn't all figured out.
I was literally like, after we woke up in the bathtub and got punched in the forehead, I was gonna be like, that's it, like done.
Really?
And then we circled back around to like close everything, and I'm impressed.
I am too. It worked really well. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that little short story. I don't even know Fucking lofty little lad of fine plows always comes in through for the low, of course. So don't ever fucking forget it. And also never forget about the blowjob pelt, because how could you? I mean,
It's
that's fucking awesome.
legendary.
It is.
It has gone down in history, way back to the 13th century.
Oh, and it makes you go down in history as well.
Oh, you go down.
Oh, you'll get down.
You go down in his story and her story.
His story and her story. Oh shit. Well, I hope you guys like this. I did. I fucking done. This is so funny.
This went so much better than I thought it was gonna go.
Yes, it did. So if you guys want more random shit like this, we can do it. Maybe we could do like sci-fi. That's so crazy. Or like we're something else, or like fantasy, or like we're pirates or cowboys, or
guess what? Your favorite podcast has a new version of the filler episode.
Let's go. Guys, we found another one. Another thing that we can make multiple reiterations of. It's just gonna be just like the tier list. So I hope you're ready for that.
Get ready.
We're really coming in on our stride with these gimmicks. So you better be ready to stick around for it, because honestly, I think it's working for us. But I digress. Make sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat at Rated E Pod. Make sure to check out our lovely friend Yasmin Abed Art. She actually made me a beautiful art piece for my 21st birthday. She is so fantastic. I cannot thank her enough. I love her for that. She's so great. So like commission her to do a piece for you. Buy her art. Just support her in any way possible.
Buy her flowers if you're feeling nice.
You support her on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter as well. And check us out. Did I say the Snapchat? I don't care.
Probably.
You guys know it. If you don't,
buy our merch.
Whatever.
Write us a
buy that
review.
too. Also designed by Yasmin Abed Art. So thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you all next time.
Yeah. Just a quick last word for me. That was completely fucking made up, off the cuff, and I just feel really good about us. So
do I, because that was crazy, especially considering we started with 2008 Iran. So
no, that was the test, Carl. That was the test.
Oh, of course, yes.
Okay.
The test run.
Yeah. Oh, we love you so much. This was really fun for us.
Yes, it was. I hope you guys liked it. It really wasn't planned. Like, please believe us.
Please,
this was not planned out at all.
Okay, we love you. Bye.